Images of broken lies.
Hello and welcome to another movie review from MBE. We'd just like to thank you once again for joining us here on our YouTube channel and of course our Twitch stream here on this Friday night. I'm one of your co-hosts, Stephen John McLaughlin. Our other co-host is John Christoph Walsh.
Currently,
he's sitting there.
Editing the
our
shot.
Special guest and our good friend Ruth joins us for what potentially could be our final movie review of 2021. This is of course Bhim, Jim Beam, whatever you want to call it. This film rocks. 9.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Directed by TJ Nanavel. I hope I've said that right. Starring the great Saria. Prakash Raj is in there as well, and Lejo Mal Jose. Now, a whole host of stars in this, I'm sure, but those are the sort of standouts at the moment that we're going to talk about probably the most, I think. But I'm now going to pass it over to Jonathan, and he's going to take us through this movie review experience.
Put me right under the bus there, Stephen, because to be quite frank with you, I don't have the graphic in front of me just now, but I'm going to
change it, remember?
You have not changed it yet, Stephen. I'm going to go on a little whim here, and I'm going to press this and hope it comes up. Oh, gee gosh golly, isn't that grand? This is how we rate our movies for now.
Rate my takeaway.
We are going to... Oh, such a good channel. I went down a rabbit hole with that guy. And the battered chips. I'm going to change this rating system for the new year. We're moving away from letters. We're going to go to a numbered system. But for now, we're still using the letters. I just don't like putting movies into brackets like that. It feels wrong to sort of categorise them in brackets. So moving to a number system I think is better. It's all one system. But anyway, this is how we rate it for now. F is terrible. You're never going to see a Surya movie in terrible, because this guy, every movie I've seen him in has been superb, and he's been absolutely superb within the movies. So I don't suspect any movie I will ever see featuring this guy will ever be an F. D, that range is for average. C, that range, C minus 2 plus, is for good, and B through minus 2 plus is excellent. Finally, A is perfection. If you've been here before, that's just a rabble that you didn't really require, but for those that have come in, that's how we rate and grade our movies. Keep that in mind for the end, when we actually get round to grading the movies, and you will see how this movie slides in on our scale, how good it is in our eyes or how bad it is in our eyes. Give you a little hint just now, in case you're impatient. It's not bad. It's pretty fucking good. That aside, let's get into the actual story. We'll talk about the movie briefly. Look, Ruth usually educates us on these movies, Stephen, but I'm going to take a little bit of credit here for this. Because we watched Sir Harry Potter, we watched 24. I was aware of Surya because you were speaking about him a lot, Ruth. How he kind of followed a similar trajectory to Telepathy VJ. They came into the industry, I think they had relatives, perhaps fathers, who had acted. There was a lot of blowback on them. People thought they were just giving them a chance because of their familial ties, if you'd like. And they've had to work a little bit harder than other actors in the industry just to get that respect, and now to become actual superstars in their own right, producing their own movies, having ultimate creative say over what happens. I knew about the guy because of you, Ruth, but I remember clicking on IMDb, looking at his upcoming projects and seeing Bhim, seeing a photograph of him and saying, Jesus fucking Christ, he looks like my cousin, first and foremost. Secondly, I like the look of it because I'm a huge fan of courtroom dramas, stories like that have an emotional linchpin that get you rooting for the justice system to see sense. We've seen it with Just Mercy, we've seen it with The Hurricane, we've seen it with Erin Brockovich. There's loads of movies, man. Stillwater, Dark Waters, the list is endless. I love all of those movies. I rate them very highly.
My Cousin
Vinny's probably the best of them all, Stephen. The great Joe Pesci putting in a comedic turn in that movie, but very serious at times as well. What was her name? It won the best actor.
It's Aunt May, yeah.
Aunt May,
I can't remember. I'm blanking on her name.
As well. Needless to say, Marissa Tomei, there you go, Ruth. You're bailing us out there big time. A great actor.
Yeah.
So I like these kind of movies.
An Academy Award winner. Some say didn't actually win that year. They made an arse of the actual reveal. It was for My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah. But someone says they made an arse of it. She didn't actually win. I think she did. She was good.
Yeah.
I like these movies, so I was intrigued with this movie going in, and I've watched it and I've been vindicated for liking what I've seen, because right off the bat, just photographs, I says this looks amazing, he looks cool, I like the concept. We've seen the trailer, and that's just further.
We did the teaser, we didn't do the full one for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Stephen, we're losing the plot at that point reacting to Squid Game.
So
I lost hours of my life to Squid Game editing, and now my name in Mirzapur,
Yeah.
I'm losing hours of my life trying to get these videos out. That's why. Still not get Mirzapur episode 3 out, incidentally. It'll go out tonight,
a good
hopefully,
one as well.
when I cut it down to 16 minutes long.
My brilliant impression
From 32.
of a former British DJ. But anyway.
Yeah. Thoughts then, Ruth, you can go away, man. What was your thoughts on this movie, and break down everything, why it was your thoughts on the movie? We'll just cut it and just let you talk here, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah, okay. My final thoughts are that I thought the storyline was really good, was very
Fucking
interesting.
hell.
It was very tight. I was gripped from the start to the end. I don't think there were any really wasted scenes or whatever. It was really good storytelling. I like the fact that they flipped it out in between. You know, sometimes they showed the story and then showed you what happened behind the scenes later. So, you know, that was a very interesting choice, and they did it at the right moments. So it kind of like, and those are the things that emphasize the dramatic moments without it becoming a dramatized movie. I like the very down to earth nature of it. I love the fact that that Surya held back, you know, and let the story do the telling. You know, I mean, the kind of thing. The main hero of the whole thing was the storyline itself. And I love her acting. You know, Sangeni's character. I mean, it was brilliant. It was very down to earth. It was very realistic, and she is a very good. I think she really portrayed everything really well. You know, like I told you, the dramatic performance was more. You know, whenever she spoke out, it was only when she really felt very strongly about how her husband was being treated when he was in front of her. You
Yeah.
know, that's the only time she burst out. Other than that, she kept her emotions just under the surface, which I think was really difficult thing to do through, like, to keep it in that kilter, you know, like throughout the whole movie. You know, and I love the fact that she had a bit of an arc there, you know, where her nature in the beginning, and then how she later showed so much strength of character and boldness.
Yeah.
You know, that was brilliant. You know, yeah. So I loved all those things. I liked the fact that Prakash Raj also showed an arc to his character as well.
Yeah.
You know, to show that, you know, how much he had changed and everything. Well, the music was beautiful. The whole direction, the cinematography. I loved the color palette. Everything about it was brilliant. Yeah, for me, it's been a while since I think I've seen a movie where I can say I would recommend it to anyone from any nationality to watch it, and I think they would love it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I thought of.
Well, what we'll do with that is we'll cut it up, man. Stephen's already says he'll cut the actual review, so we're getting a sense of what we all think about it, because it's an absolute fucking shame, man, that we've not got your thoughts for the whole review there. I'm actually raging about that, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, man, what's your rating for the movie then, Ruth? And we'll get to yours.
Oh, I would give this an A. I
An
would
A.
give this an A because, yeah,
Ruth
it
has
did all the things I wanted for a movie.
Ruth has given it an A. Stephen, I'll let you go next.
Yeah, for me, I mean, all the elements are there, and I think going back to a couple of weeks ago when we watched this teaser, I thought this was going to be a very interesting film in the sense it's going to be a courtroom drama, and I would get a lot out of this. I got so much more. I really did get so much more. There was times when I was nearly crying, so much that it affected me. Some of the scenes were just hard hitting. I felt that the actors all. They were all playing their A game, in a film that's predominantly supposed to be a Surya film. I think the supporting cast, can you call them that? I don't know. I think they're all on an even keel. I think they all played their part. Even the villains in the film, I thought they were very convincing villains, which made them really good actors as well. For me, Singeni, the character, Lijo Mal Jose, was a standout performer for me, ahead of Surya, surprisingly. This is the director's second movie as well, which I was very surprised about. He wrote this film as well. This guy, don't know too much about him. TJ Gananavel, don't know too much about the guy, but his direction in this film really impressed me. Cinematography was beautiful. The score was first class. A couple of niggles, as I mentioned earlier, in terms of where I saw this going before it happened. predominantly because of the movie poster didn't have the Rajakanu character in the movie poster. He was only in it for briefly in the teaser. Kind of suggested to me I knew what his fate was. Did it ruin it? Certainly did not. And then obviously we got the Chandru character not coming in till the first 40 minutes of the film. Brave move from the director, I felt. Yeah. Not utilising Surya in that way, but this is, as Ruth mentioned, this is Surya's production company with his wife, so he would have had a lot of input into when his character appears. And sometimes when things are based on true stories, sometimes a story is restricted to that, and it is based on true events, that you've got to stick to a sort of tight storyline because it is based on true events. I thought this was amazing, this film, from start to finish. Every element from the production, from the acting, was first class for me. And I'm talking about the niggles, and I know there isn't an A-, but it's too good a film to give it a B+. This is my first A.
Whoa, Stephen has given an A. Well, I can tell you right now.
Whoa.
I can tell you right now, man, before I even get into my spiel, I'm giving it an A as well, so there you go, we'll get it off the bat. This is a straight A from us. This is the first straight A movie we've ever given. The fact that I'm giving it an A, it's quite simply what Ruth and Stephen have said. I can't really add anything to it, really. It was just on a technical level a triumph. The visual stuff was brilliant. As Ruth says, the colour palette was amazing. Just rich blues, really earthy greens. Nice stuff going on in there on a visual level. On an acting level, I thought Surya was absolutely incredible, but for me to not give a standout performance to him will show you how good the Sinkani actor was. It's just, overall, a really interesting movie. I love my court dramas. I always have done since I was a little kid, bizarrely. This is a court drama with a little bit more going on. It's got casteism in there. It's got lots of other elements going on. Really impressive movie. And that's ultimately why I've gave it an A. It was my second day I've gave. I think 96 was the first day. This is a very different movie to 96, but equally as brilliant also because I've gave it an A. For me, it's perfection. I can't get anything out of my system that would be negative in regards to this movie. I'm giving it an A. Sadly, as an entire review, it's been completely ruined by the fact that we've not been able to hear Ruth for nearly an hour, and it's been a brilliant review, man. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the conversation. Probably the best we've done, and not to hear you, Ruth, I'm really sorry about that. That's a fucking disaster, and I'm actually genuinely fucking raging that that's been the case, because you've been brilliant. You're actually a lawyer, Ruth. You've got that sort of first-hand connection to this story, so it's a real shame I've not been able to hear you. I wish I could do something about that and bring it back, but sadly not. But what we'll do is we'll cut it up, man, at the end. We'll send out a sort of condensed version. We'll get people out so we can get all of our thoughts on it, because real shame I've not been able to hear you. Hate it when that happens. That's the problem when you're live and people aren't commenting. So when you're in, please fucking comment that there's something going on, because if you leave it for an hour, the fucking video's ruined. Absolutely
but the
ruined.
Guys that did come in, thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the people that did come in. We do appreciate it. We understand it's very, very late in India. As well. Very late. It's like 4 a.m. And I like to stay up to 4 a.m, but most people don't. So totally understandable. Not your fault. To the people that have come in and actually told us that you can't hear Ruth. If it wasn't for yous, we'd be completely fucked. We wouldn't get any of Ruth's thoughts on the movie. So thankfully we've been able to get some of your thoughts, Ruth, and we can put some condensed video together. In regards to the actual Mirzapur, that will be hopefully going out tonight. I think I've seen something about Mirzapur. I think you replied, Stephen. Hopefully going out tonight. I'm going to cut it down to 16 minutes. Hopefully that'll do it. That'll be tonight. But look, if it doesn't, it'll be 12 minutes. Down until it's 2 minutes. We'll introduce it and then we'll be away. But look, man, that's going to round it up. That's going to round up our review of Bhim. What is your thoughts on the movie? Have you seen it? Do you agree with that incredibly high rating in IMDb? It's actually higher than Shawshank Redemption just now. I actually think it deserves to be that high. I think it's a really good movie. It is a 9-range movie. And when we change to the rating, the numbered system, it would be in the 9s. It's a very, very good movie. So I agree with it. What's your thoughts on the week? You can comment below if you've got anything to say about that and about this disastrous fucking review where we can't hear one of the people speaking. Maybe you can come in and comment the condensed version. We can actually get all of our thoughts on the movie. You can like the video if you've enjoyed it, dislike the video if you've hated it, and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to your eyeballs, and hit the follow button over on Twitch as well to see us over there. We'll all be back doing live shows, I can assure you. We'll not be doing this reaction game all the time, but we'll still be fucking doing it because it gets a lot of views. It's not an Irish accent, by the way, it's a Scottish accent. You got it, Stephen's corrected. West of Scotland accent, not quite Irish. We're done here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We're all done. Bye bye.